in a van, in a police van, and driven around a neighborhood. And if they're trying to find a particular individual, even if that individual is not using his cell phone, what it does is the Stingray pretends to be a cell phone tower, and so it'll find that phone, connect with it, and then they can drive a few more blocks and eventually triangulate the location of that particular phone. So they can find you with your phone. In a weird way, your cell phone is like a little spy that's in your pocket, leaking out information about you. And then Cellbrite. This is one that troubles me the most. So for a routine traffic incident, moving vehicle violation, you can be pulled over by a policeman, and if you have your cell phone on your body, or if you're using it when they pull you over, then they have the right to take your cell phone, and they plug it into this thing, Cellbrite, and in just about 2 minutes it can download everything that's on your phone. Now think about that. That technology is actually accessing my whole life in my cell phone. You're with the Cato Institute. At this point, I need to disclose that the Cato Institute is known as a libertarian organization, a libertarian think tank. What's your take on this device, this Cellbrite? I mean, are you outraged by this? This is a little bit of an intrusion.
I think it's the question, of course, is whether this is actually something that happens routinely. We don't know what a court would say about a situation like this, but certainly the setup is there. The Supreme Court has held that it's not just felonies that a police officer can arrest you for. It's any crime, including not having your seatbelt buckled or a traffic violation. It's up to their discretion whether to perform an arrest. And then once they've decided to arrest you, there's a Fourth Amendment exemption for search as incident to arrest. It's certainly not beyond the realm of possibility that they could decide that that is covered within the scope of a search incident to arrest, and effectively use a pretextual stop to gather a full record of your electronic life.
I've also heard that when you enter the U.S., sometimes Customs and Border Security will do the same with laptop computers, cell phones, and so forth. And usually, you're right, it's for an individual of interest to them. Not necessarily a suspect, but it might be someone we know of, documentary filmmakers and volunteers who work on organizations, even people affiliated with Aaron Swartz have been detained in this way and seen their electronics moved down.
Well, and the privacy watchdog at DHS actually just issued a finding that suspicionless searches of laptops and other electronic devices basically should be allowed to continue. No reasonable suspicion of any kind is necessary. And they concluded, bizarrely, that there would be no civil liberties benefit to curtailing these searches at the border. And border search here is sort of a term of art. It's also their view that the sort of constitution-free zone extends for about 100 miles in from the border.
And
the Constitution-free zone. Not a phrase I'd heard before.
Remember that this is all temporary. I mean, so what's the outrage here? That my phone has my email, my contacts, my calendar, my life.
Potentially my credit card information could be stored.
But think about what's really happening. I have a smartphone. It's probably that